All right, guys. So this is gonna be a quick video, and yeah, it's gonna be a quick video because my battery's about to die right now, and I gotta go somewhere. But yeah, next year, what this is what I'm getting, and don't take my word for it. Like I said, this is just what I'm getting. But next year they're about to really crash this economy, and because you guys gotta understand, like when everybody was talking about 2020 back in 2019, everybody was saying something that was going to happen. And when that thing happened in 2020, everybody was inconvenienced by it, regardless if you believed it or not. So, what's going to happen next year is going to be something that's going to inconvenience everybody. If I had to put a finger on it, like if I had to tell you guys what's going to happen next year, what I will tell you is going to happen is, and this, like, if I had to just guess and whatever, I think they're about to crash this economy, and they might shut down the government, or they're gonna do something where they're gonna fuck with the payments, like the social security, the benefits. They might cut food stamps or some shit, and whatever they do, they're gonna usher in a digital currency. So there's gonna be something that happens, and then when that thing happens, or whatever the event that's gonna happen next year, is gonna be like a factor to usher in digital currency. So by the end of next year, they're gonna be ushering in digital currency. Because you guys gotta understand, by the end of next year, there's gonna be something that happens, or there's gonna be a major transformation because Pluto is having its last time in Capricorn by the end of next year. So that means it's going to be something that's going to be major. And remember, in the beginning of Pluto and Capricorn, um, this was back in '08, they had that financial collapse. Pluto's about to end Capricorn, the end of November 19th, Pluto leaves Capricorn. And they're going to have the election next year. So something's going to happen next year. Maybe with that election, because that election is all fake. So what I'm thinking is they might even do some fake shit with the election where they'll make it where something, because the election is fake and it's all like orchestrated. So they're probably going to do something with the election to get people's attention. So the president may not even, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with that, but just know that something's going to happen next year. And I think it's going to be an economic collapse. And there might be like taking people's social security, their retirements, and people's banks. So if you got money in the bank and shit, like, or just be wary. I'm not saying take all your money, but just be wary because they might do some crazy shit. And whatever happens, that's why they have digital currency. Like they can just crash the dollar or some shit, right? And or steal everybody's money from the bank, and nobody can get their money. And then they say, "Oh, we ain't giving nobody's money, but if you want your money back, get digital coin." So I think something's gonna happen like that. It's gonna be a situation where they take everyone's money, or they cut off benefits, and some happens, and then they're gonna say, well, if you still want this, then get our digital coin, because we're not giving you your money that we stole, because there's gonna be something that happens, because whatever happens next year is gonna be something that's gonna inconvenience everybody. It's not gonna be something where, oh, I did prepared or whatever. It's just like the pandemic. You remember that happened and inconvenienced everybody, and no matter how prepared you were, you still have to go through some bullshit. So they're gonna do something like that. And the only thing I'm thinking right now, based upon Pluto leaving Capricorn and is going to be going back into Capricorn for 3 months, is an economic collapse. Because in the beginning of Pluto and Capricorn in 2008, they had the little economic collapse. So that's what I'm thinking. They might do government shutdown and cut everybody's stamps off, shut all that shit down, or end the Social Security. They're gonna steal the Social Security. So all you niggas working with Social Security, you might not even get that shit because they're gonna steal that shit. Yeah, and they're gonna really fuck up the economy. Because it's all, the economy's all fake and they create it, but you guys got to understand, like, it's still a game. Like, you can say Monopoly's a fake game created by somebody, but at the same time, the game has rules, and if you want to play the game, it goes by certain rules, and there's certain things you need to learn in the game if you want to be good at it and not good at it. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's rules and instructions on how to play the game. So even though money is fake and they created it, and it's just they print it, it still has instructions and rules. And this is why you see people who have financial literacy, who know the ins and outs of the finance system, because yeah, they know it's fake and they just print it, but at the same time, it's a fucking game. Yeah, fucking Call of Duty or fucking all these other games you play, Spyro and shit. Yeah, those games are fucking fake, but they still got rules in the game for when you want to play it, so you can play the game. You see what I'm fucking saying? So next year, what they're gonna do is they're gonna probably crash this economy, and it's gonna be something to do with it. And whatever happens is gonna be the digital currency that's gonna. So it's gonna be like just like when the pandemic thing happened. Something happened, and then they had a solution. So with the digital currency, once the economy fucking collapsed or whatever happens, so there's gonna be an event that happens, and whatever happens, it's gonna be used to usher in like this digital coin. That's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Yeah. So I'm just telling you niggas to prepare because something's about to happen next year, and it's election season too. So, and then election season is right when Capricorn is about to get the fuck up out of when Pluto's about to get out of Capricorn. Because Pluto's leaving Capricorn on November 19th. The elections is usually held the first week of November, like the 8th or the 9th. So it's around that time. So once Pluto leaves Capricorn, there's gonna be some type of closure, and it's not about to be this. It's not about to be the same world. It's about to be some other shit. Yeah, is it gonna be some other shit? So yeah, that's what I'm getting. So I'm just telling you, niggas, they might even do something where you can't even take your money at your account. You have to keep it in there. They'll probably do some shit like that. And people say, "Oh, take your cash out early." That don't really mean shit because they could just all they gotta say is we're not accepting cash no more. So if you have cash, we're not accepting it. They can just do that. So you'll have to do business underground or shit like that. And even then, that probably won't even work because if only underground is doing it, then it's gonna make the value go down because some people are gonna be like, "Well, I can't use that money here. I can only use it here." So it's gonna still cause some problems because they're gonna try to get because it really at the end of the day, it's all that shit don't matter. Like you say, oh, digital coin or cash, or it really none of this shit matters. It's still fucking money, you stupid motherfucker. Like you still gotta pay money, and it's still controlled by an external source. Bitcoin, they control it. Do you know how to make a fucking a crypto mine to be able to in a ledger and a blockchain? You know how to create that with techno? You don't know how to fucking create that shit. You wouldn't even know the idea of that shit till they fucking told you back in 2010 or 2009, depending on I don't know. They back in the day when they announced this shit, because nobody was even able to go on the blockchain and do any crypto trades, but the government at one point. You need to fucking remember that. So all these motherfuckers that act like they know what the fuck's going on, they really don't know shit. It's all fucking fake. They control everything. They can easily hack into fucking Bitcoin. It's simple. It's like there. Why if I create technology, I'm gonna create a computer that can hack every computer and every device. Why would I release that device at Walmart and Best Buy and fucking Amazon so you can purchase that hardware for you to do what I can do? That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna only release you the weak technology while I keep the good one. So they have technology that can hack that can hack anything. You can hack into the White House. It's just you can't if you want to hack into the White House, you're gonna have to know how to build your own computer that's strong enough and have the money and resource to build that to be able to do it. It's not that it's impossible. Just all the little bullshit computers and technologies they got out here is fucking weak to even be able to hack that shit. And you need probably like, and even if you're gonna hack like some of these businesses, you can do it. You can do it, but you're gonna need like a lot of computing power and a lot of people helping you, and you can't just do it on your own because the servers are fucking big. You see what I'm saying? So, or the shit they're using, but exactly this is. I'm gonna have to go in a minute because my shit's about to die. I just wanted to come on here and just say this little thing because, like, I just got, I don't know, I just feeling like I needed to say that. Like, there's some shit, because I feel like some shit's about to go down next year, and it's going to be something to do with money, the economy collapsing. And as a result, they're going to bring in digital currency. Because let's just say that, because if they steal your money, and then you're like, oh, where's my money? I want my money back. They're going to be, all they could do is like, yeah, we're giving you money, but you got to take it in coin. What are you going to do? Oh, no, I want my real. You're just going to end up having to take it. So why not? What's the better way to do that, to create a situation? And they probably turn back on the pandemic, because they're going to turn that back on. The pandemic, they just have that to the side because it's just a side thing. Like if they need to bring it out, they'll bring it out. based on, but it will come back out again. It just they're not gonna do it right now. Exactly. This concierge is just a damn game. They can't control anything whenever they want to. They ain't that powerful. If they were, then the world wouldn't be the way it is. It'll be a lot more in the way they wanted it to be. Even though it could be more. Remember, human beings are never satisfied. There's always something they need to be doing. So it's like it's not like they're really satisfied with this shit. They're having to uphold shit, so they can't do everything they want to do. A lot of shit goes on behind closed doors. A lot of shit goes on behind closed doors and you don't see. Everybody has a square in their chart. Everybody has an opposition. Everybody has good days and bad days. You're a fucking human being in a spirit in a human body on this fucking planet. You don't even know if some of these niggas is getting possessed by fucking certain energies and committing suicide or having depression. You don't know what the fuck's going on. There's a lot of shit going on you don't hear, you don't see. It's just not just sweet for everyone. That's not how it is. Like you're in reality at the end of the day. You're not in their world. Their world ain't shit. Their world is this fucking bullshit that they're fucking constructing. How the fuck am I able? How the fuck are people able to like I don't even want to get. It's just their world ain't shit. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry too much about time speeding up. That's very like a least factor. It's not even like at the end of the day, whatever you have enough time to do what you got to do as long as you're doing what you got to do. So as long as you're doing what you got to do, you have enough time to do what you got to do. That's all that matters. So once you start doing what you got to do, the reality is gonna morph and shape and spirit will lead you to things and put things to make it where you have enough. So you say, "Well, I need to go and get this money so I can do this." Well, something may happen where you get the money quicker, so you don't have to worry about time. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to. It's time on all that shit is really a small factor. Like it doesn't matter how fast it goes. It's only a problem to the people who are like a sheep to the system because it's not going to be able to go on anymore. So eventually, that's why they have to bring in AI and all this other shit because it's going like the way the world is going to be going. They have to bring this shit in. Yeah. Do you think it's a bad thing? I really don't give a fuck. It's money. It's the same thing as the dollar. Do you think the dollar bill is a bad or a good thing? The same opinion you have about that shit is the same opinion. You don't like money. Money ain't shit because all the experience you had with physical money is no different. The digital currency is the same fucking thing. They're just changing it to computer. Is the same thing. So the same way you feel about money right now is the same way digital currency is the same thing. Nothing different. I don't know why people somehow want to say it's something different. And it's funny, like if you want to say it's something different, I can understand a multi-millionaire, somebody who got millions of dollars, who's an entrepreneur on a big mass level, a Mongol, then it can have some effects in their life because of how they have to operate business and shit and their assets and how to transfer assets. But if you just a regular dumbass sheep like 99% of the fucking world, it don't fucking matter. You're just an idiot. If you're working at Amazon stacking boxes, bitch, what the fuck you have an opinion on anything? You fucking idiot. You shouldn't even have an opinion on nothing. And any opinion you do have on anything, it should be transmuted to you just doing what the fuck you got to do to get out of working at fucking Amazon like a bum ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? So it's like people just like to speak because like they see all these big people like Alex Jones speak, and then or people who have like a lot of followers and shit. Because when you have a lot of followers, you're like the new fucking cool kid at school in 2023. So, oh, this person has a lot of followers and he said this. So now when I go talk to my fucking dumbass family members and retarded friends at school, I'm gonna say what this person said because I sound like shut the fuck up. You just got that shit from the internet. You're not really getting no information. You're not going. That's really what it is. And I'm not saying what I'm saying is right. Like at the end of the day, I don't even need to be right. Like who the fuck said you're supposed to be right? I never heard any type of energy come to me that it says I'm the ruler and controller of this reality. You need to be right. Any conclusion I came up to be right, it came from me and what I fucking seen based upon my decision. So who the fuck said I'm supposed to be right? Who the fuck said I'm supposed to be anything? End of the day, at the end of the fucking day, people come up here with their bias and preconceived notions like there's some type of energy that came out of the sky and says, I control this reality and everybody and everything in it, and this is what you need to do, or some shit. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You just coming on that with based on your own conclusions that you were programmed with through watching too much Nickelodeon. Fucking dumbass. Yeah, they do control the weather. They control the weather all the way down to like the astro. Like, let's just say if it's a certain astrological day, and like this is what I think is going on. It could be a certain astrological day, and it could be like a square or something where like it's the energies is more catered to people having a bad day. Let's just say like a square with Saturn in it, and they'll make it cloudy that day just to add on to it. So there's already going to be kind of tension because of the astrological date. And then because I noticed that like they did that shit, and then when it was square again, like it just I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know if that it is, but I'm thinking that's what it is because it's hella. I know they control the weather though, because on the weekend and on the Fridays they'll make it rain all of a sudden. Like why the fuck was it sunny all week and then all of a sudden it's raining right now? Like the rains they had in California, all that shit was fake. Even when that shit was pouring, it didn't even pour like normal, it was fake rain. Like you can tell, like it was real water, but it just started raining for out of nowhere for like 2 hours straight, and then it just stopped, and then it went again, and then sometimes it'll just go, and then it's hella fucking fake. And when it went, it just started fat. It wasn't like it was a gradual; it just started hella quick, like somebody just turned on a fucking shower faucet. Like you could tell that shit was fake. And then they about to do that shit again because it's about to start raining pretty soon, and it's gonna be raining going into the new year. So they about to, and it's around the same time they started that shit last year, around January. So I wouldn't be surprised if all next month they about to make this bitch rain. It's about to probably be another flood or some shit because it's around the same time, and it's all of a sudden it's raining all next week, or not. I don't think next week, but the week after, the 28th, it's gonna be raining. Yeah, but who really gives a shit though? At the end of the day, I'm doing what I got to do. Like if you ain't doing what you got to do, then that's when it's a problem because your life is going to be inconvenienced. But it's like I don't see how you're like anybody who's not on a spiritual path or doing their mission. I don't see how you're inconvenienced. You see what I'm saying? Like you'll complain about the government making you do this and that, but it's like, bitch, you're not even doing anything in your fucking life. You don't got those. I'm trying to accomplish things spiritually to evolve. So whenever the government system does it and it affects me, I have a right to complain. People like me have a right to complain because it's affecting our growth to where we're trying to get to, so we don't have to come back here. If you work at a motherfucking warehouse like a bum ass nigga all goddamn day, you come home and play Grand Theft Auto, and then you go back and smoke your little cigar and you just fuck around and jack off with your toenails and shit. If you do dumb shit like that on a daily, regular basis, who are you to really complain? If anything, that those taxes that you pay and all the inconvenience you go through, the reason why you have to pay taxes and experience those inconveniences is so you can keep doing what you're doing. So like shut the fuck up and stop complaining. Because the reason why, like people complain about Africa and all this shit and how kids are starving and all that, but it's like, bitch, part of the reason we're suffering is so this can go on. The same people who run this, they run that, you idiot. So everything is like you can't complain really because you're using their shit, you fucking idiot. Like the reasons why a lot of shit is cheap is because a lot of the suffering people complain about, but then you complain things are too expensive because you're a fucking idiot. Why don't you just learn how to build this shit yourself? And then you want to say, no, well, they can make it like, why the fuck they anybody got to do anything? Why don't we just do it our own fucking self? You see what I'm saying? Like just do it. Like people don't want to think like that. Because even if you want to say they can control it, they can make it, they don't need to make it like that. Well, it's like at the end of the day, what if they just want to be evil as fuck and they don't fucking fuck with you and they don't like you and then they will want to just do it their way? They have a right to do it. So why don't we just do it ourselves so we don't have to be dependent on it? Because you, at the end of the day, they have a right to do what the fuck they doing. Otherwise, they wouldn't be fucking doing it. Like people always ask me, what are they gonna do? They need to do this. Well, they don't need to do a goddamn thing. We need to do what the fuck we need to do. It's like a stupid battered ass bitch getting her ass beat, blood out her nose. Oh, he needs to stop hitting me. No, you need to fucking leave or get your ass beat. Stupid ass. Yep. Yeah. But it is what it is. I've been practicing my qigong for two. Tomorrow's gonna be 2 weeks that I've been practicing it. So I'm gonna make another video about it. But what I gotta tell you, just after 2 weeks, they tell you gotta do it for 4 months for you to start really feeling the energy. But after just 2 weeks, man, my energy is up. I can feel a lot of changes. I feel more like I can't even explain it, but I'm more alert and I feel more like when you grease up an engine or you grease up a bike and it's moving more like something like that. I feel more like spiritually and physically lubricated, like just refined. I don't know what it is. Like something's working in me more. It's weird. So like, and it's just after 2 weeks. So I'm gonna keep. They say it builds up. So I'm gonna keep on doing this. I'm gonna keep on doing this. Yeah, and you guys gotta do some real qigong. Don't do none of that. Just 5 minutes. You need to at least do an hour or more a day to get quick results. Because me, you can even do it for like 5-10 minutes a day. That's good, but they say that's good. I never did it. When I did it, I was doing 35 minutes a day, the morning and the afternoon. So, or at night. And when I did it like that, it's good. That's when I really get the energy and I get the it's like vitality. That's the word. Like my vitality is going up because that is really big. And the more I practice it, the more I can feel the energy in my hand. Like that, I can literally feel it. Yeah, yeah. And you also want to do the yoga and the fasting. Everything is together. You never want to. That's the only thing you need to be healthy is yoga, fasting, and qigong. That's it. Because the key, you can't just do one without the other, because it's gonna leave the other ones lacking, and it could still it could still cause health problems. So you have to have everything in one. It's not separate. Qigong, fasting, and yoga, it's the same thing. It's not different. You niggas think it's different because you're doing something different, and it's called no. It's the same exact. It's health. It's healing. Healing is one thing. If you can't do it without the other, it's like you have your fucking fingers. Like you can't pick up a cup if you don't have your fucking thumb. Like it's gonna be hard. Like you need everything. It's the hand. So the qigong, yoga, and the fasting. That's all together. You have to do it together because they each detox each um healing method. Within the one healing method, it detoxifies a different system. So if you just detoxify two out of one could be bad where you end up getting the issue. You see what I'm saying? So you need to detoxify everything. The qigong, that is chi. It's like they call it chi, but it's not called chi. It's called energy. It's not even called energy. It's just fucking what the fuck it is. You experience it. They have all these words to it, and when you put these words to it, it makes people like feel some type of way, and it doesn't take you back to that point when you just are like coming into awareness because you have all these things to it and you're not thinking about what it is and you're thinking about all this shit that comes with. So it's just energy. It's movement, it's energy, and it goes through the body, and it's around it's around this whole reality. So you're just tapping into that and channeling it into the energy system, what they call meridians. So they call it a meridians, but it's just a system that is just created energetically that this energy can flow through. And when you cleanse that up, you get it. When you're born with this energy. They call it chi, but everybody's born with a certain amount. This is why you see some people have more vitality, some people are kind of not vital, and people is because it's determined when you're born, you have a certain amount of that energy within you. So as you when you that energy is permanent, but this energy you can build this, so you can build this energy. So what we're doing with this, you're building that. So when you building that, you're getting that energy that, let's say you were lacking it, but you're getting it. So now you're going to be able to just it's like you're able to do more, not just in terms of physical things. It's everything in general. Like you probably be able to like walk. Like me, I can walk a lot longer now. Like I could walk like 7 miles and it's not a fucking issue. Like before, I used to be like, man, 7 miles, I need water, I need this, but it's like it's not an issue to me. I can walk like up to 7. I was walking like for a long time because I was like, I don't see how long. Because I seen this one dude, he was walking hella long. So I was like, let me see how long I could walk. And I walked like 7 miles and shit. And I was like, it's nothing really because the energy's building. And I don't really feel taxing on my limbs really because that it's that energy that's like giving you more vital force so you can sustain yourself. And this goes to everything when you're reading, you're studying, you're writing, you're having to just live your life. You have more energy. This is what this what they call it chi. It gives you so you're able to live life more fluid and not be drained. You see what I'm saying? Like it's gonna help with your sleep and make you sleep deeper as well. So like it's not just that's why I say it's a different type of energy because when you go to sleep, you're sleeping deeper because it's like something that's powering you to make everything in your body work even like it's supposed to. But this is just the one part. You still got to get the yoga, which is got to get rid of the muscle, the blockages, the emotional stuff, and just really cleanse that because once you get that it's going to take it's going to take physical pressure. I'll say yoga is the most physical out of all the three because it's actually removing the pressure from the nervous system. So any pressure you have on it is going to allow you to move more. It's going to allow the nervous system to like send signals more. So that's the nervous system, which is the yoga. Then you got the energetic system, which is the qigong. And then we got the for the fasting, you got the cellular system, which you're like cleansing on a cellular level, like you're healing the organ. So this is gonna allow the organ to cleanse all that bacteria and all the garbage on it. Because the qigong and the yoga one can't do that. Because the qigong works with the energy, so it can make the heart stronger in terms of energetically, so it can go more. But if there's a certain issue or illness in that heart, then it's not gonna cleanse. Then you're gonna need to fast to get rid of that. And then the fast gets it on the physical level, gets rid of all the shit. And then yeah, you fast, it cleanses the blood on a physical level. So all of that shit is all you need. You don't need anything else. Anybody that says you need anything else, they're just on a low amateur level of health. And maybe their spirit needs to be there because the spirituality is so deep. You'll see other people talk about they need fruit, they need you need fruit to heal and stuff, and they do need fruit, but they're on a baby spiritual path. These are like first graders. I'm not a first grader. I'm a high graded. I've had a lot of experiences here, so and I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm just saying they're like on a baby, so they're first graders. So you see like other people, they have to go do like, oh, I have to do a fruit fast and watermelon fast, or I have to eat fruits and take this herb like that. That's the first grade level, it's baby level, so different levels to it, and that's where their spirit is at. You see what I'm saying? Their spirit is at that level, so they maybe they can't handle what, because the spirit only gives you what you can handle. You see what I'm saying? And you guys see how a bunch of bitch ass niggas got offended. That's why everyone left, because they got offended. I'm not saying like if you got offended by that, then that's your own fucking issue. But yeah, there's a lot of bitch ass niggas, and it's so that's why I just look at other people. I'm not saying like, cause you gotta understand, people. What's right for you is right for you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna just flat out be like somebody's wrong, even though some people are wrong. I'm not gonna flat out and just say some people are wrong. But what I will say is that what's for you is what's for you, and you have every right to do what's for you. But I'm speaking about what's for me, and what's for me is like my life. Like life is very simple. Is what I realize. You, it's easy to know what you need to do. It's just the problem is that most people they want to they want to complicate it, so they have to add all these things to it. But it's really simple: qigong, fasting, and yoga. Those are the only the three things you need. You don't need nothing else. Qigong, fasting, and yoga. So I'm about to end this right at 3%. I might just write this until the 3% is done. Yeah, I'm gonna write it till the 3% is done. I'm gonna talk my shit though, because it's funny. I was 8 people in here, and then everyone left. That's how I think because I was talking hella like saying that people are baby spirits, because that's when the numbers drop. Yeah, a lot of people are baby ass fucking spirits and shit, and they weak as fuck. The spirit only gives you life, only gives you what you can handle, and most people they can't really handle that. Most people they ain't shit because they can't handle shit. They got a weak ass, small ass fucking spirit. That's why anybody I see that talks about, oh, I read this book and I got this knowledge, or Noble Drew Ali, and like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking retard. Don't talk to me. You're a dumbass, and a Mason's your fucking daddy. So that's what it is. Because everything you got is from that Mason. You stupid piece of shit. because we're going into a new time where we have to be real. There's no more being fake. We have to be real. If you are into Noble Drew Ali and NOY and you're a fucking atheist or agnostic, you're a fucking idiot, and somebody needs to take a dildo and slap it up your fucking ass and put it in your ass and slap you with it and make you eat that shit because you're a stupid fuck. And you need that treatment to the day you die unless you wake up to the fucking truth, because we're not going to sit here and act like, oh, it's okay for people to be fucking idiots just because it's their opinion, and shut the fuck up. That's why the world is the way it is. So if you're an idiot, I mean, you can believe what you want to believe. Like, people have every right to believe and say what they want, but I have every right to say and express my opinion. I can say that that's fucking stupid what you believe in. You believe in dumb shit. You're an idiot. How are you a fucking Muslim in 2023? Like, nigga, fuck that whole goddamn religion. I hope they bomb the fuck out of that goddamn place. I hope they have war in that country and all those children die, because they need to just kill everybody there. Because I'm looking at it like it's not just the terrorists, it's everybody connected. Why the fuck all of a sudden, like just get rid of that fucking place the way I say it. Get rid of that fucking place. Kill the women, children, the men, the terrorists, because if you keep the women, children alive, maybe it's just gonna attract people to want to kill them. So I don't see that shit happening anywhere else. So just fucking bomb the whole fucking Middle East. Like, for real. Like, bomb them. I'm tired of this shit. I can give a fuck about any of that. They have the audacity to be like, oh, to donate. The fuck would I go and donate to that shit? You need to donate to the number one fucking cause that needs to be donated to. The corruption of this world and the enslavement and the bondage of fucking billions of people. That's the worst fucking crime. That's not worse. You can't say that's not worse than starving children, because that shit caused starving children. The fuck? Like, that's the shit that caused all these problems. So donate to the biggest problem, which is the fucking people and the bondage you put everybody in, you fucking idiot. Why the hell am I gonna donate to a symptom of it? If you could just donate to the real thing and then get rid of all the fucking symptoms. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna end this live stream right now. Yeah, and I'm out. Peace.